Here's a tutorial on how I made my Sailor Moon helmet wig. This is what my wig looked like when I took it straight out the packaging. I started with detangling my pigtails with a wide tooth comb and used a steamer to help loosen the tangles. Once the pigtails were fully brushed out, I crimped the entire length of the pigtails. Crimping here is really important because it helps reduce shininess, gives the wefts more volume, and prevents any future tangling. Then I just secured the pigtails with some small rubber bands and cut them in sections for easier handling. Moving on to the base wig. My wig already came in parted with pigtails, so I just harvested the wefts on the inside of each part for extra wig fibers, and then added some polyester batting to refill the volume that was lost. I painted the batting yellow with acrylic paint, and now it's time to glue. Then I trimmed the weft to the right length, and then glued down small sections towards the base of the pigtail using Uhu glue. I then sprayed Got2b hairspray on the length of the weft and brushed it through with a toothbrush. Once the fiber was where I wanted it, I hit it with a hairdryer to dry it into place. You would repeat these steps all the way around the pigtail base till all of the batting is covered. If there's little gaps, that's okay, we could fill them in later with the extra wefts that we harvested. Now moving on to Usagi's iconic pigtails. For the buns, I just inserted a styrofoam sphere into the buns that came with the wig. I hairsprayed the fibers down and then hot glued a magnet onto the bottom as well as the base of the pigtail so that they stuck together. I then took 2 lengths of armature wire and then shaped them into the style I wanted. Once I got the wires mostly into the shape that I wanted, I wrapped them with packaging tape to create the base for my pigtails and to give my wig fibers something to stick onto. I created about 2 to 3 of these wire bases for each pigtail. Moving on to the wefts that we cut off earlier. I made glue wefts with all of the wig fibers I was able to harvest from this wig. I won't go too into how I made these glue wefts. If you want a more in-depth tutorial, I uploaded one on my profile if you want to check it out. With the pigtail base and wefts ready to go, I repeated the same gluing, hairspraying, and drying process I did for my base wig. I started by hot gluing the end of the weft at the top of the pigtail, and then going section by section, I glued down the fibers, hairsprayed it a ton, and then secured it with an alligator clip while blow drying to ensure that the fibers stayed where I wanted them to. Once I was done with each pigtail strand, I just hot glued it into the base of the hair bun. If there was any little gaps in the wig or pigtails, I used the extra fibers I got from the wig base to create these smaller wefts to fill in the gaps. For these wefts, I only glued a small section 1 inch down from the end of the weft, and I kept both ends feathered out for easier blending. Then I just glued, hairsprayed, and clipped the smaller wefts into the gaps. Now all that was left was to style my bangs, and my wig was ready to go. Thanks for watching, and let me know if there are any other tutorials you would like for me to make.